that? How about that, huh? How about that, huh? Wasn't that something? Absolutely beautiful music, honestly. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna start it right now. Give us about another 3 minutes, okay? Um, I didn't get anything. I didn't get the flow going. Get my flow going, all right? Get my flow going. So, let me just see something. I'm weak. Like I said, we're getting started right now. Just bear with me, my friends. Yeah, this will be uploaded again. I know y'all hate me for doing this, but I know. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. I know, I know. Alrighty, guys. Let's get this lowered a little bit. Let's get y'all transferred over. Boom, bang. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition to. Oh, first of all, welcome. This is your boy Satoshi Heavy coming at you live from hot ass Arizona. United States. United States airline, to be exact. Um, so, welcome everybody. We're gonna go through a few things today. First, we're gonna start off with a typical crypto watch, and then we're gonna jump into some forex. There's only a few pairs that I'm gonna be wanting to look at. So if anybody else has some other pairs that you guys want to look at, please shoot me a message either in Discord or on Twitter, depending on where you guys are getting the stream from. And I'll go ahead and try to cover those as I can. We'll stream we'll try to get as fast as possible. Get you out of here by 10. But you know how we usually roll. Usually it's about 2 hours. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, everybody. What is up? What has happened since the last time we've updated? The last time I updated was Friday. And I think, let me see if I can pull up a chart. My last chart I pulled for, first of all, I'll start off with Bitcoin, because that's what we always do. Start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't hit our target entry short level, so no reason to chase that short, no reason to chase. So I did not get in a position there. Short was Bitcoin. I didn't even long that, even though I had assumptions that it could go up. I didn't do that either. I just sat sidelines and watched the market develop and so forth and so forth. So what's going on here now? What's very crucial for me is still this entire thing of things that we hold this low if we make this low. We don't know exactly if we're gonna get this low, but the way things look, it is very hard for me to not want to say these two bottoms get swept. It's just so hard, you know. Those just look like this stop galore right there, you know. It just looks like stop galore. It'd be very hard for me just to not believe that price wants to get down there. So, oh shit. Why did this music stop? First of all, this music stopped. I don't like when my music stops. Pause. Why did this stop playing? Weird. Okay. Gotta work again. Sorry, I had someone message me real quick. So quick push it back. Okay. So let's get rid of all this mess. So we're everything looks cleaner. We can talk a little bit better. I love this. Absolutely love this. Okay. Weird. That's where that popped up. What the hell? That's so weird. Why does that only pop up on the 4-hour chart and then... Okay, daily? Why isn't that on my... Do you guys see that? On my 1-hour chart, it wasn't there. That is so strange. I'm curious. Sorry, that's just very weird. Let's do this real quick. 2-hour 2. Okay. Sorry, this is weird, right? That's weird, right? Very strange. We're gonna go ahead and hide that for now. Oh shit, wrong thing. Gonna go ahead and hide this for now. Alright, so again, to reiterate what I've previously entailed or told you guys, is I still believe we're in some sort of 4. It's just I don't know exactly what the fuck's going on. Exactly. Well, I do. I have an idea, but I really don't know like if this is the bottom for right now or if we're gonna continue up one more time. Continue up from this point. But like I said, the structure looks like this 2 lows want to get taken out, and because of this, it's very, first of all, it's very difficult for me to lean away from this count here, or the structure I'm looking to finish here, because nothing has really changed or broken the pattern or structure of this. And because of that, I'm just gonna continue to say what I've been saying since up here is I'm not gonna be satisfied until I get down here. Seriously. Just like I said, just these two lows right here just looks like they want to be, it's just liquidity to be taken out. And why wouldn't you take that out? After taking out these highs, why wouldn't you come back down here and take these lows out before moving on to the upside? Or at least coming down indefinitely. But there's too many people sitting down here thinking they're good, in my opinion. And I just think that the whales want that liquidity. Not only due to just pure psychological aspects, but even just in terms of structural aspects. The only thing that worries me from this standpoint is this possibility here, is the fact that we hit a high here, came down. Well, initially, okay, I remember. Never mind. I remember what I had this as, because I had this as a leading diagonal, and this worked perfectly. The only thing that could fuck us. Let me show you what I just noticed that could fuck us. This. If this is, I know. Look. I don't like this at all. But can it work? It can, just because this one is shorter than this 3 right here, and that's the only reason why it could work. And the other reason why it could work is because this made a high, low, lower high, so it didn't continue on the trend from this standpoint. And I hit a 1.618 extension. 1.618 extension, 3, 4, 5. So this is the only thing that could fuck us in terms of account. It's this right here. It's a W, X, Y, and A, B, C. A and B mimic each other in regards to time. C was short and quick, and not complex like A or B. Hit that 1/3 range like you would expect that. Hits that 2/3 range like you expect a sister wave to do. This is the only thing that can fuck us. But this structure right here does not look like it doesn't look very impulsive. This doesn't look like nothing in this structure makes me or leads me to the idea that we're moving up right now. Like I'm not longing this thinking I'm gonna move up at all. But I had to show you all that so we could be on our toes just in case we do move up, like indefinitely, like we start moving up past this point like that. Then we could probably start to think to long that and thinking that this could be like a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know? But to just put it back, my count is this for now. I already do not like how long 4 has gone on in regards to time when comparing it to 2 at all. I don't. It does not. The lows here, and look, it already exceeded the applicable sister wave time frame, which is right here. You would expect the 4 to end right there. To fit that time scale, which is right here. Oh, not here, right here. It is a possibility that we could have hit some sort of combo, but also I don't like it. There's another possibility. I know I keep throwing possibilities here. I'm just trying to understand structure here, okay? But there's also a possibility that this is a 1. All this is 2. But I don't believe this at all. I don't believe this at all. Just because Well, let me throw you. Let me just say something, okay? If this does happen, like if this was all one wave here, we come up for a 2. I don't exceed this golden box that I'm about to show you right here. If we don't exceed this golden box on a close, if we go 1, 2, hit that golden box and reject hard, then I may think that this could be our first subwave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a capitulation event. And how you're like, what the fuck? Oh my god, how are you thinking this? Oh, because I don't that FUD that came out the other day. I really don't believe it's like super FUD, but and I don't believe it's gonna cause like a cryptocurrency collapse either. The Tether FUD. So this is why this is not my primary, but I have to show you this so we understand that if we do get this, we could trade it. We know what to do, and we know what we should look for in regards to structure, so we could trade it if it does happen. Okay. So if this was to be true, one of two things. You could consider this 5 here, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's created A, B, C. And the fact that we didn't close above this golden box here is also pretty, it's pretty, it's not bullish. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's cool that we hit it, but it's not bullish that we could not close over it. In order to be bullish, we want consistent closes over this golden box or below it, or below it in regards to bearishness. But we didn't get that on this high time frame, on our daily or anything. We get any close above this range at all. We rejected that range pretty significantly. And so, with this idea, it is possible that this could be an A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we finished off here perfectly. But I just don't like how 4 is so small compared to this 2. That's the only reason why I don't like it. To me, it fits better as like a... No, if this is... No, this is all we can see, honestly. But if we get below... I'm saying 4,800 and start closing daily time frames under 4,800, I'm gonna be very worrisome in regards to what's happening, and I'm gonna really start thinking: is this a possible first wave down like this? You go 1, 2, 3, and we start closing below that number. Like I said, 4 gets some bearish divergence, and then 5. Is that possible that this could be a 1, 2? You know. The only reason I'm showing you this is because you want to be on our toes. Is this my primary? No, it's not. I don't think this is the case. I think that this 2 is this 4 right here, and this is still like this. We're missing this 5 somewhere. Let's delete this because it's no longer, we don't need that here. I just wanted to show you and give you an idea of what could happen if we do get some things, okay? The only reason I believe that is because this 1, 2, 3, we can consider that a 1, 2, 3, and this a 4 and a 5. It could work for an impulse like that, but it's very rare that that you're. It's not very rare. It's rare that you're 5 gets extended like this, but there's a possibility here, like I said, just due to the fact that hit a 1, 2, and then 3 was here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's check something real quick. See if anything matches pretty well. Notice how well this works for our time, though. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4 in that 1/3 range. And the fact that this retraced into 2's territory, 4 did, it wicked into it. 1, 2. Well, 4 came into 1 territory barely by a wick. I'm usually not one to allow any sort of rule breaking out wave, so that's another reason why it's not my favorite count. But we gotta be on our toes. Again, I just don't like how this 1, 2, 3, 4 so far has lasted pretty fucking long. I just don't like that. I really don't. I like when stuff matches in regard to time frames. It makes more sense. So because of that, I'm not going to change anything really. Again, we're going to stick with the original plan. This is some pretty significant and it's pretty high sell volume here. It's hot as fuck in my room for some reason. I'm like literally sweating in here. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, and I forgot to check the chat. Hold on, let me pop the chat up real quick. Whoops. Yo, what's good, brother? So, what's up, everybody? I've just opened the chat box up. Just opened the chat box up. Let's check some real quick. And another reason why I don't think we're in this big ass 1, 2, it's purple 1, 2, 3, 4 is because the high of Ethereum was here, but the high of Bitcoin was here. And if they were both going to break impulsively down at the same time, or if we were going to break impulsively down in regards to a structure, then they should at the same time, no matter what. So that means that Ethereum should have made a high and Bitcoin should have made a high basically at the same time. Well, at the same time. No doubts about that. Let's look at this. Like, let's go for study purposes, 6 hours. Let's go here. When see, look at here. For instance, we hit a low on Ethereum, hit a lower high on Ethereum, but on this case it was a low but a lower low instead of a higher low. This next move wasn't really the impulsive move, but then the following move is when they really moved together impulsively. They both at this point made a higher low, so they mimicked each other after creating this initial area. and then now they moved impulsively, and then they moved impulsively significantly impulsively in very similar patterns. 1, 2, extended third, 4, and a 5. And then during the corrective phase, they were different. But the key here is that the impulsive moves within the corrections and impulsive moves in regards to the entire structure, they match all the time. The exact structure of the corrections that happen will never match. So if you're having a hard time understanding what I'm trying to say, it's basically this: if Bitcoin moves impulsively up, so will Ethereum. And if Bitcoin moves in a 5-way pattern up, so will Ethereum. But during the corrective phase of this pattern, Bitcoin might hit a zigzag like this, and Ethereum might hit a running flat like this. But the key thing is that they are both in corrections during this time phase. Their structures will not match, but the time aspects will. Meaning that when the inception of the correction begins, or the inception is beginning, when the inception of the correction is apparent, that means that you could also expect Ethereum to do the same. And at the end of the corrective phase, you can expect Ethereum to also be at the end of corrective phase. But during the structure that takes place within the corrective phases from the inception to end does not have to match. In fact, often or not, they do not. Probably like 90%, 95% of the time. But the key is that time is very crucial. And as long as you can understand what an impulse is and what a correction is, and just understand time in its totality, you could really start to give yourself an edge into understanding when a correction could be determined as an end, and when an impulse, a structure, could be considered a beginning. You use time to help you gauge corrections, and then once you assume that a correction has given you enough time and also given you enough structure, then you can start to look at the structure in itself between both of those and start to ask, are they mimicking each other? Because if they begin to mimic each other, if like I said, we moved up impulsively for Bitcoin, moved up impulsively for Ethereum in the 5-way patterns, 5-way patterns, 5-way patterns, and then came down in a zigzag but came in a flat here. I just had a freaking... someone called my name from the other room, and it kind of threw me off. And now I kind of got a brain fart what I was about to say. Shoot. That was a really good point. You know what? I'm gonna... Hold on. Time out. I need to change this up real quick. Sorry. I had a real brain fart. Oh, okay, yeah. So once you could... sorry about that. Once you could start saying that the correction has given you enough in regards to time and structure, meaning that you got an applicable 3-wave structure against your 5-wave impulsive structure. Note, not all impulses are 5 ways. If you are studying a corrective pattern, then you will have at least two impulsive structures in regards to the entire So essentially all this means if that doesn't even make sense to you, I guess I'll just do it real quick. In ABC, yes, this entire thing is a corrective structure, but your ABC, this could be a three-wave, and this is still considered impulsive. In regards to this entire structure's three-wave combo, this wave is impulsive, and this wave is impulsive in comparison to this one. And that is why not all not all five-wave patterns, not all impulses are five-wave patterns. Sometimes you get a three-wave impulsive pattern depending on what the structure you're studying. Okay. Now back at the thing at hand, I'd like to explain and share with y'all. If once we get enough in regards to time and structure, meaning an applicable three-way structure in regards to your impulse, and also enough in regards to time, right there. This meaning is a 1/3 time frame, so that'll be more like a X wave combo. So really, you'd be like this, something like that. Oop, wrong point. So this one works right there. That one works perfectly. So those two work. So once you have gotten enough in regards to time, we just check that this one has enough in time, this one had enough in time, and also enough in regards to structure. Do we have a three-way applicable structure? Yes, yes. Then we can start looking to say, are both markets or are these structures now mimicking each other from the base? And if yes, then you can really start to think that this is indeed an impulse. So like if we moved up in a five-way structure right there, and up here on this side we moved up in a five-way structure here, then we can really start to think that, okay, this could be a 1-2 here, and we can long that retrace in hopes that we got that. Because to note, and I can show you a very good example of what I'm trying to explain to you right here in regards to what you need to watch. It happened right in here. And so if we moved up in those, like I said, in those little five-way structures, you could start really thinking that this is a five-wave impulsive structure. But if at this point right here, Bitcoin moved up in an ABC, and Ethereum moved up in a five-wave impulsive structure like that, then you're probably not breaking up impulsively, and you're probably putting in a combo, X-wave, if they didn't mimic each other from the base. I know it's confusing, all these lines, but the key aspect here is if they don't mimic each other at what point you deem acceptable for an end to a current structure you're studying, usually I'm talking about corrections because we're trying to catch impulses, then you're probably not going to move in an impulse. You really want them to mimic each other once you have deemed enough in regard to time and structure to start a new impulse. Because if they don't do that, then you're probably not in an impulse, right? Jesus Christ. So let me show you a good example of this, of Ethereum and Bitcoin, in regards to. Now, this is work I kind of came up with, not by myself. This is all very obvious to everybody. We all know Bitcoin and Ethereum move. We all know if Bitcoin moves up, Ethereum moves up. We all know if Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum goes down. But now I'm taking it a step further. Now I'm trying to understand the exact structure at hand in which they're developing. And so the example I wanted to show you was right here. Right here. Right here. Let's go to Ethereum. Okay. At this point, on both of these coins, I know there's a little spread out right here. We both hit a high, right? We both hit a high, and it came at a point where it was both had 5-wave structures from the base, right? Now I know the extension, we got a double extension in Ethereum and only a single extension in Bitcoin, but the case and the structure still at hand is still there, both 5-wave impulses. Now, we hit a high, right? Hit a low, and we hit a high, hit a low, and we came up above Ethereum's high, but not Bitcoin's high. Some people might have been thinking, okay, we're about to break out bullishly for Ethereum, but at this point, as an Aleatician, we know we need at least 3 waves in regards to this structure and an applicable amount of time, an appropriate amount of time, meaning at least 2/3 range. So take it from the base, meaning the base at which both of them made a base. So Ethereum made a base here, but since Bitcoin didn't, that's not your low. That's not the low. The low's here. The low is when both of them make a low and start continuing up in the same structure. And that didn't happen until right here. So the low that you're studying is right there. Right? So again, from the low, you got a 5-wave structure. Take your fib tool, take it from that low, fib type tool, take it to the high, and you have applicable amount of time at this point in regards to structure to end this current wave. Well, first of all, let's take a step back. Right here at this low, do we have enough time in regards to structure to consider this the end of this correction in regards to this impulsive structure? No, we did not. And once we moved up to this point and we got above this high, people were really thinking, okay, we're moving bullishly, we're moving bullishly. Do we have a structure, a 3-way structure to consider this a new breakout? Possibly, yes, right there, the 3-way structure right there. But the last key, do we have enough time in regards to a structure to deem this an appropriate end of correction? No, you did not here. And so, at this point, you do all the studying and you think to yourself, okay, since we didn't get we did get 3-way structure, but since we didn't have enough time, we're now considering this just one move and this another move, and now we only have 2 structures. We need one more leg down to finish this structure off, to deem this an end of the correction, right? And so both of them again, like I said, we both hit a low here, right? Both hit a low, both had 3-way structures, but both of them didn't give you enough in regards to time to deem it at the end of the correction. Again, the low on both of them here, high there. Not enough time. But after price came into this zone, the 2/3 range right here, then you're really trying to look for a breakdown south to finish off this ending move. And there's other tricks to help you learn how to understand how this middle section can develop. It's also with using this same time aspect and just applying it to different portions of this. That's all it is. And I would go to tell you this, but you just go there to there, the high to the low, this leg. And if you're looking to look for a B wave, B waves go as long as 4.6 extension of time, but you're at least looking for a 1-to-1 time frame. And you obviously got that right there. And at that point, in this area is when you really try to look for an end to this little section here. But at this point, like I said, at this point, since you're now moved up and down in two-wave structure, and you're now getting into this 2/3 range of this wave here, then you can start really looking for an ending structure setup, like a bearish setup to go short with. So you're looking for an apical structure for a B wave, is what we're measuring here, this B wave, A, B. Or whatever you're doing it, an X wave, WX, AB. If it's an X wave, X will be a lot shorter. If it's a B, B's go a lot longer, go a lot sideways in regards to the impulse that is correcting. It's A wave to B wave. And so if you knew anything about structure, you knew at this point you didn't have enough in regards to structure to finish that B wave, and you need at least one more at 3-wave structure to make it B wave. 1, 2, 3. We hit a 3-wave, and we hit it at a time that is very, 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 very key to sister wave compatibility. The 1.236 and the 1.333. If you hit that, that's a hot spot. If you hit that, you better, and you don't make another high after that and make a lower low, then or vice versa. If you don't make another low and make another higher low, then you can start really thinking, okay, this is the very end of this structure I'm looking. And so, again, you break down, come up, and you finally break down south to make this 3-wave structure you've been looking for this entire time, and you go long, because, again, to reiterate, we've had enough in regards to time right here. It hit this range that we needed to, and structure, and structure 3 waves to determine and say we could end this correction of this impulse. One, I'm just for shits and giggles, 1, 2. We don't right now, we don't know if it's a 1, 2, okay? But here's what I wanted to show you what's important. Okay, so again, we went long. We finally deemed that we had enough time in regards to structure and whatever. Pop up a Bitcoin chart. So we went long right here. Wait. Yeah, right here. No. Right here. We went long right here, both on Bitcoin or on Ethereum and Bitcoin. And now we're trying to understand, is this really the end of the correction? And at first, they do move up pretty much the same, right? They moved up fairly the same, right? Both moved up impulsively, kind of. They both pretty much broke this high, you know? But then they started not mimicking each other and not copying each other at all. Bitcoin came down and consolidated in a tight range. Ethereum came down, tried to break out of the range, consolidated in the range. And then Bitcoin moved up, broke that high, but Ethereum moved up and could not break that high. Notice how they didn't mimic each other? They weren't copying each other. They weren't following each other. And so that was a key to understanding that, okay, we're not impulsively moving up. We're still in a corrective phase because we're not, Ethereum and Bitcoin are not mimicking each other in regards to structures being, tops and bottoms being broken and held. They're not. And so that's a key aspect that you guys must understand moving forward. Please. Very key. I know that was a little bit long of a how-to, show-to, whatever you want to call it, but it's key you guys understand that, okay? Let's go back. And that was why that's why I was so short here. That's why I was so bearish here. Or here. I don't know when the hell I was calling it for the, the reason why I was so short was simply because of this. Was because Bitcoin made a low here, but Ethereum didn't make the low till here. Everybody was thinking that we could start a new impulsive wave up for Ethereum here, but I was like, no, no, it can't. They're not copying each other. They're not at all. And notice, like, since they weren't copying each other at this point, they didn't make a low at the same point. The only thing I could assume was if this was going to be an impulsive structure up, this has to be the low for both of them. And if I was going to consider that, then this would be 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the key breaker for this, because this was an idea of mine. I was like, is this a 1, 2? 1, 2? Because like I said, in order for them to move impulsively up or impulsively down, it doesn't matter where it goes, impulsive up or down, it doesn't matter. They both have to make a high and low at the same time, and then also make the following move being a higher high or lower low, whatever you want to consider it, the same. But if they don't do that, it's not going to be the same. So again, if Bitcoin makes it, I keep reiterating it, but it's so important, that you guys get this in your head. If Bitcoin makes a low, comes up, makes a low, makes a high, but Ethereum comes up, makes a low, comes up, makes a low, but could not make that high, and breaks down like that, but Bitcoin goes like this, I guarantee you this is not an impulse coming down. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. And this is essentially what happened here. Because again, okay, I'll consider this at first a wave 1. Potentially wave 1, right? Potential wave 1. Because they both, I was determining, okay, in order for this to even considered an impulse, this has to be the low, because Ethereum did not, we cannot consider this a 1, 2. That makes no sense. Only this can be considered a 1, 2, right? Same with Bitcoin. Only this can be considered a 1, 2, right? A Bitcoin, it could be considered 1, 2 from there, but since Ethereum did not copy that, it's not a 1, 2. It's not a 1, 2. And so the only way I could consider this an impulse is starting my count here, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I was looking to see if they both moved up impulsively at the same time. And look, if Bitcoin moved up, made a new high, right? What did Ethereum do? Moved up, could not break that high. Could not break that high. They started not mimicking each other. Their structures changed. Notice how, like I said, low, high, higher low, low, high, higher low, higher high, lower high. Different structures. That's meaning since they're not in the same structure, you're not impulsively moving in whatever direction you're trying to assume the impulsive move coming, whatever you want to say it. I'm sorry, my fucking English ain't the best. You don't come for me for English. You come for me for charts and this. So suck it if you can't understand me. So what's this tell us now? I know I'm regurgitating all this information, but what does this tell? How does this help us at this moment? Does this help us in any moment? Let's see. From this high, Ethereum made a high here. We roll down here. Bitcoin made a high here, and we started rolling down here. So, in order for us to really start deeming this a beginning of an impulse, after the break, if we break low or high, both these structures. Let me get rid of all this mess first of all. I got too much mess. Oh wait, got a lot of mess over here in Ethereum. Lots of mess. Let me get rid of that. I'm actually gonna. What chart is this? Let's go. This is this. Well, I guess it didn't work the way I wanted to, unfortunately. Hold on. I hate how it doesn't pull up this chart. Like, I have this all drawn out. I hate how it didn't pull up that chart. I guess it really doesn't matter. All it really cares about is we're trying to understand structure at this point for Bitcoin and Ethereum, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's do this. What's this? 16 hour, 16 hour. Yeah, just look at this. Literally study how when they study how when they pivot and when they break and so far. Just watch. Just look. Low, high, low, lower high, low, high, low, higher high. Since they weren't mimicking each other, you knew this structure was you know that this since they weren't mimicking each other, that this low here coming down wasn't the low you would want to buy, and you would want to go one lower, short that until you got the same structure, correct? And then again, break high, low, higher high, low, lower high. Since they did not mimic each other, again, you're not impulsively moving up. Since you're not mimicking each other, you weren't impulsively moving up. Came to a low, high, lower high, high, lower high, lower low, or higher low, right? Sorry. Low, higher low, both of them, higher high on both of them, higher low on both of them. Impulsively broke out. Low, higher high on both of them. Higher low, higher high for Bitcoin, but lower high for Ethereum. So we came down because we weren't impulsively moving up. And so what we're looking for is for them to just mimic each other one time, either way, in regards to making a low or making a high, and then making that stair step. 1 2 1 2. That's all it takes, right? All it takes is them doing this, both of them doing this. If they can't both do that, see how when only Bitcoin does that and Ethereum does it, you roll back over. When Bitcoin only did it, Ethereum did it, you roll back over. You both did it, you moved up. And the same thing here. Bitcoin did it, Bitcoin did, Ethereum did it, roll back down. Now, how far down do we go? So typically it's a so this point is essentially this point here. So if anything, if I'm understanding this structure correctly, we're gonna go a little bit sideways here. We're gonna go like this, and then come down one more time. If it's gonna if it's gonna mimic any of these things that we previously seen, so let's just keep going over this little fucking thing I found. Whenever they don't match, go against the current trend that's currently going in. That makes sense? So like, I'm trying to make it easy for you. So if notice how we broke that high. We broke that high, but on Bitcoin, you didn't break that high. And since you didn't both break the high at the same time, or break the low at the same time, you know it's not impulsively moving up, you're coming down. And then again here. Since Bitcoin only did it, you knew it was coming back down. Since the current attempt of you looking at this was you're looking at impulsive move up, but it didn't give you that here. So go against that idea of yours. Coming down. Yeah, I don't like this for a 4 at all. The way it goes, how long. I like this as a 1 2 3 4 extended fifth, and we're in a WXY or 1 2 3 4 5. I have no idea what that is. Because I know for Ethereum this cannot be 1 2 3 4. I just don't like that. First of all, I don't even think I don't think that 3 is extended, and that's one of the big keys for me. See it? Notice how 3 is not extended. Should have got down here, but 1 2 3 was short. Nah, I don't like that. Either A B C or A B C W X Y. Well, I don't like that as X, and this I don't like this B being bigger than this X. So I like A. Broke out of that wedge like I thought. I do think it's going to be like this. A, B, C. And then again, I do think we're going to come down. Just the... Like I said, it didn't mimic each other here. They did not match. Since Ethereum didn't make that high with Bitcoin, we knew it wasn't impulsively moving up. That's why I was so bearish. Thank God, I found that little trick. Not really thank God, because I had other reasons to be bearish because of that. But that was another enforced my idea to being short. Enforced it. Oh, I just wanted to study something one more time. And look at that. So look. I'm telling you, if they don't match low, Ethereum did the wiggle. Bitcoin didn't do the wiggle. Ethereum made a new high. Bitcoin could not make a new high. Rolled back over, made a new low for both of them. And then same thing. Bitcoin moved up. Ethereum moved up, came low. Could not make a new high. Ethereum did make that new high. But since it didn't match, came back down for another low. For one more low. And at this point, look. We both made a high with that candle, right? Came down. But look. Bitcoin's high, this candle did not make a new high. And same thing with Ethereum. Came up, came down. This candle also did not make a new high. And so they both copied each other. And that's when he knew, okay, this wasn't actually impulsively moving up. I mean, this rule again would have saved you your ass from entering too soon. They both made a high, came down for a low. ETH made a new high. Bitcoin did not make a new high, so you knew you're in some sort of correction, and you're just waiting for them to mimic each other one more time to enter that. Makes a low, does not make a low. Makes a higher high, makes a lower high. Makes a low, makes a low. They both make a move to attempt to make a new high, but both of them, neither of them make it high above that. Both shot up, cleared liquidity, came down. So they both did this. Look, same thing. All right, so let's just continue. So basically, my idea for both of these now, I know I've been talking for a while, is simply this. Let me get back to my other chart. I don't really like this for an X wave because it hits that 2/3 range. That's usually not what I like to allow. Although it can be seen. Don't like it as much. But it's just hard for me to consider or find a way to get a 5-wave impulse in this area and give us enough time and not go too far in time. But I do see this WXY here. Like that. Again, it's important that we hold those lows that we discussed earlier at 4,700. Any closes below that, and we're really thinking that this is wrong as fuck. and we're actually moving in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down. I do believe we do have one more leg down, regardless of how you put it, and that's simply because the way the structures have previously developed. Like right here, like take this for example. Bitcoin made that new high. Ethereum did not make a new high. Came down. Now, I mean, it all depends on where you are in the structure. Because you come down here once and move up again like that, or it could be like right here. Where it moved down, sideways, and down again. But right here, it didn't do that. Right here, it just moved down, then you didn't make a new low at all. You just moved back up. Oh yeah, you did. I thought they both mimicked each other, but they didn't. Actually, Bitcoin did make another low. So Ethereum's low is here. Bitcoin's low is here. It seems as though Ethereum always makes a low first, and Bitcoin always makes a high last, before the ultimate turnaround. So I guess you could say Bitcoin's always last, right? That makes no sense though, really not. But in regards to structure, it is making sense. That's what I'm seeing. That's really what I'm seeing. No, it flipped. Yeah, I knew that sounded crazy. But this is what I'm liking. Again, I don't really like this as a 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is a 4, I'm saying we have to break down within the next 4 hours. Period. A, B, C, D, E. Only thing, I cannot consider this anything else other than a triangle for a 4. But like I said, it's already came so far sideways in comparison to this 2. I don't like it. But I do like it as a B. Look at how long it's going sideways so far, like this. And because of that, I'm not chasing any shorts. All I'm doing is just holding the short I entered with on Ethereum when I wicked up in my zone here. Forgot. But I'm not doing anything else. I'm not going to chase the trade. Right here at 153. I think I'll pay 153.97 cents. Not 53. What the fuck? 57. Stupid. That's what I'm liking for it. I don't see what this is right now. Pretty harsh rejection here. That's definitely a 3-wave. It doesn't work for it. I'll try to imagine see if this can be work for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But I don't like it. I'm just trying to see if I should have entered a short there, but yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, we're getting some nasty rejection there, but just wait for it to develop. See how it rolls out. if this rolls underneath here, then I will be considering that this is some sort of leading diagonal. That was a 5-way impulse, ABC. Let me check one last thing, see if this could be this. So this actually could be a leading diagonal, a leading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this hit a perfect algo kiss right there. A, B, C. But don't short this. I'm not saying short right now. All I'm saying is if we do break the low of 152 and 6 cents, or if 152, if we break 152 and close like a 2 30-minute candles beneath it, I'm probably gonna go short, like a short scalp, in search of 136, 134 to 136, 138.7. Okay. This is gonna be a 4. It has happened now, like I said. Yeah, they definitely don't. It's definitely not mimicking each other. Again, Ethereum made a high. Bitcoin did not make a high. I'm just trying to study past price action, see if we can get any sort of clue. Like I said, I really do think we're gonna go down one more, but I'm trying to think if we should go down right now. Is it going down right now? So I'm just looking at, again, I'm looking at prior price action to see if I can see anything that could help us determine this idea of ours. I don't think so. You know, all I know is that we're not impulsively moving up right now. That's all I know. And the only reason I know that is because we did not make the same high at the same time. Bitcoin, Ethereum made it there. Bitcoin made it here, so they're different. Anyways, nothing has really changed, like I said, for my bigger picture. It's really gonna stay the same. Pretty much gonna stay the same like this. Nothing's gonna really change. I'm not chasing any shorts. Like I said, I did go partially short at that 137 and 97 cents level, and I do have another 2 at 158 and 77 and 160 and 11 cents, which is I should honestly move my 161 to like 164. Okay, I think that's a gold box. Oh, hi. Oh, it changed my orders. My secondary at 162 and 15, and then my last one at 165, 90. Alright, let's get over. Okay, I think that's pretty good for that. Pretty good for this. Not really seeing anything too drastic. Maybe really run for the fences from this idea at all. So I'm liking this a lot. Let's look at divergences. Do we have any divergences to play off of? Look, I'm thinking we're gonna get a divergence off this though. I got an extreme here, moving up. So let's play our game. We can play our game. The trend started here. Okay, so the idea is, okay, first of all, this do it all. Oops. They're not that high, right? Boom. So the idea is this. We're thinking we might get divergence off this, and if we do, it's awesome because then we can start doing our entire theory. Also want to do one other thing. I want to check something real quick. Your momentum trend line didn't start till here. Your actual momentum trend line's here. It's going to need to be like a 6-hour time frame real quick. Okay, let's now draw it on this as well. I also want to do one last check. Although I already checked this check and it worked out. It's already good. Denied at the median line. And it shouldn't have got over the median line or this one. Sometimes it even ends in the... Look, bang. Right outside the channel. You look for either there or there for the endpoint. The other, obviously the other median. Right there. And the key is, if RSI could stay underneath the median, with price action staying underneath the median, it's the right trade. Again, it's very important that things match. Remember, if things don't match, things start to not make sense, right? And so again, right here, we're thinking we could possibly throw a divergence off this. Obviously, it's on a smaller time frame, but it still can be applied. It still can be applied here. Another key thing was well, actually, this is different. The momentum trend line is being broken on TGX. That's pretty crucial. If you draw that corresponding price action line, it's where? Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Not a lot, but I'm liking this. I don't know how high this runs or where it goes, but I really think this is the case here. Got a pretty nasty negative here. So 0, 1, 2, X, 0, 1, 2. If we can close underneath 5,131 with 2 to 4 H2 closes, then this is going to come rolling down. Since we had divergence here, we could play our game. Here's a momentum trend line, I think. Yeah, momentum trend line. Price action trend line is actually there. Notice how we're poking out on TGX. So we're probably gonna hit this momentum. So what's gonna probably happen is, since momentum leads. Price never leads. Momentum leads. Price never leads. Understand that. So if your momentum oscillator or whatever you use your momentum starts to show something, then your price is probably gonna follow. And so since we're breaking this price action trend line here, where I can see this breaking on actual price action being like this, or just like that. And I think the the momentum trend line is going to cause us to roll over one more time for whatever you call it, for TGX and price action. You're gonna hit this right here, and then what TGX will do is simply either double bottom like that, or keep raising up like that, while this breaks out, comes down, and then we move up. So you're really looking at this exact median line to hold when it happens. We don't know if we'll get there, but there's a possibility that we're getting that setup here, right here. So we're gonna play it, and if we get it, we're gonna get it. So if, like I said, I think we're gonna pop up one more time. I'm gonna short it. Like I said, I have orders there, and I hope we get filled, but we'll see. I don't have them in Bitcoin, but I have them in Ethereum, okay? And then we'll see from there. My target range for Ethereum is not going to be super low. First, I'm going to take profit first at 145.15 cents with like 20 to 30% of my lot, and then the rest at 137 to 134, okay? Let's get to this bitch. Go DXY first. So for DXY, much of the same. Let's see here. We're getting a pretty nasty hidden bullish divergence, right? From here to there. So I do think we're going to come up maybe one more time. But I don't know. Closing underneath that level right here does make me think we're going to test this range right here. For sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What? Hold on, pause. It's hot as fuck in my room, and I don't like it. Jesus Christ. So hot. I have no idea why. XLE. I'll write it down, and I'll cover it as soon as I get past all the stuff I plan on covering, okay? XLE. I'll do the same thing on price action. So look at this. Notice how on RSI we're below the channel, but on price action we're above. So this usually means since the we can actually move this here, I think. Let's see here. Never mind. This actually may come down. Taking off that low to that high. I think this comes down to this pivot right here. And then we'll see from there. My opinion, if we do break that, we have a very high possibility of this entire thing rolling over pretty quickly. Do you have any larger divergences anywhere? From like double tops or anything like that? That's a good divergence, right? That's not one. They're kind of a double top here. Yeah, the way this looks, it looks like he's at least going to attempt 97.65, at least, bare minimum. Then we'll see from there. We got a bear call by TGX. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we come down to that. I'm watching this. Because to me, this looks like this. Yo, damn kid won't go to sleep. I'm weak. And I'm still firm with this idea. Yeah, I do think it's going to come down. At least to here. So if you can short DXY, you might want to do that. Down to like 97.50. And you can probably set yourself up like pretty simple like this. Something like that. The entire totality, the entire picture of this one, two, three, four, five, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? To me, that's all correction. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, all this is B so far, and we're looking for a C eventually coming down, and that C will be nasty and pretty drastically hard. A, B, C. the end of moves usually happens pretty quickly though. So, like I said, I think we might be due from one more high, but we'll see. A break below 97.60 in closing, and I will pretty much say, yeah, we're gonna come down to below 96.50 for DXY. I want to look at USD CAD. Because for USD CAD, I'm thinking we're in this. I know for a fact we're in some sort of corrector structure. From here to here, we have absolutely zero volume, and this had a whole bunch of shit ton of volume. And so, for me, this is impulsive, some sort of corrector structure. Now we're coming down for another impulse sometime, and I'm looking for another move similar to this, whether it be an ABC like this or a five-way structure. That's what I'm looking for. We got a three-wave here, and that could have been applicable amount of time and structure to go to deem this the end of this structure. 2/3 range, but you see, we broke down, but now we created instead of breaking any important pivots, like if we were gonna bearishly move down, considering this A, B coming down for C would almost instantly broke that low and held it. But since we already did that, held that, then we put in an X wave. And to determine if it was a logical X wave, you do this to that high, and you see we hit the base right at the 1/3 range. So it's perfect for an X wave. And now, since we have an X wave, we're looking for a three-wave combo and other wave, and to determine that this is a Y, WXY. And usually they don't match each other's structure. This was almost a zigzag, but this was a flat still, a regular flat. And this was even more of a regular flat. It was even flatter, less of a zigzag. You know, this one was. But since they both made three-way structures, and they both did it in an applicable amount of time, I'm really liking this USD CAD short right here. I'm really liking this USD CAD short. And it's A, B, C. And since C will be complex, a complex five-wave combo. I know this is a simple ABC, but this will probably make an any diagonal. I guarantee this would be an any diagonal. Complex ending move. I guarantee you a diagonal. Zero, 1, 2, X. If we close beneath this purple place, then we're coming down indefinitely. Yeah, to me this has one more leg up. So if you get stopped, if you're entering this, I'll wait, because I think it's gonna have at least some A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wait to see this reaction, because if we break over this high, short it. So I'm gonna place an alert for all of us in Forex Discord. Alert. Look. We're gonna put one right here too. Alright, bang, I was done. I really like this one. It's not really much to get into this one, to be honest with you. I'm really liking the structure I'm seeing elude here. It's very hard to see anything else. So let me see something real quick. I don't like that for an X. I like this for an X. Since this is a flat, I think this could also put in a flat. I mean, a zigzag. A, B, C, flat. So this is X. This will be A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, or A, B. So I think this is gonna do this. Or hit the golden box. I think you'll get down to this point down here. W, X, Y, A, B, and a C is either a super huge fat impulsive C wave, which I think is going to be the case, to make this a flat to a zigzag, flat, zigzag. So I'll be watching this zone right here to hold. But it's possible to get this down to this low and still get to a 1.6 foot extension, so just keep an eye on everything. But to me, this is like this. And we're already not making a triangle here. It's already not an A, B, C, you know, it's already not a triangle. So it's either going to be this flat right here, or we can have this a little bit more high here, hit the zigzag. And again, if you're going short here, you get stopped out, just look to enter short again once this high is broken, because I know I will. Okay, let's go to let's see GPY. Yeah, USD GPY has just been atrocious. Look at this trading. It's been absolutely fucking garbage in this little ass zone. It actually made another high there. That's crazy. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should pop up in Discord. Here. Right here. What was this? Hold on. By the way, I really need Sean to confirm if we're using the new Chevy for our bot. It shouldn't be called Chevy alerts because it's not Chevy. It's just normal alerts. But this is where our alerts get sent to. But I'm pretty sure they sent there, right? Pretty positive. But now I'm kind of thinking, what? First of all, I have a few ideas right here for, ooh, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely short. I'm definitely wanting to short this for a fact. Oh God. Oh yeah, short the living piss out of USD GPY. I don't give a fuck who you are. Um, yeah, short it and thank me later. Short it and thank me later. Because I think of one or two things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ending expanding diagonal. Rule is that usually wave 1's the longest. Let me see. I have the rules somewhere in our Discord here. Hold on. I'm looking for it. Trying to find out where it's at. Is it in? So this doesn't fit an ending expanding diagonal because wave 5 is not the longest. Wave 5 is longer than wave 3. Pretty sure that is not as long as that. And 1 looks like to be the longest, so I don't really like it. For anything, I see this. A, B, C. Some three-way pattern. And this comes up like that. Or the most drastic one is this, where it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we do this. If we get below that, start closing underneath it, then I probably will say this. But as right now, we do have a bearish setup with right here on this 10-hour time frame. 0, 1, 2, X. X was definitely taken out, swept. And look at all these little candles. What do you call these? Wicks right here. So I would expect this to get tagged 110.93 and then 110.11. 110.11. With your ultimate target being this. $109.44 to 109.9. Final clout target would be 108.537. So I was just looking at this chart, trying to see if I could determine anything with this, but I'm trying to see what this could be in the structure. Because in my opinion, from here to here is all one move. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely. Very difficult to count, but I'm thinking this. And it's either this or this is literally it right here. We're coming down. We won't know what's going to happen on a larger time frame until we get more action. But this could be a thing, so just be wary of what you're trying to do with this. To me, I think we're going to come down regardless of the fact within this little time frame here. Yeah, I think you can even set yourself up like this, in my opinion. I don't think that how you get taken out, and I think you're going to want to aim for at the minimum 110.11 area. That's your ultimate target being, like I said, your ultimate target is being 109.51, 109.151, and 108.548. You want to put those there for y'all. USD CAD. Oh shit, this is USD. Yeah, no, it's GPY. So I'm looking at old charts. This one to be exact. Okay, cool. I was making sure my thought process hasn't changed for that particular pairing. So I do think we're in some sort of bigger Y. I forgot. So I don't think we're gonna get this low here. I think it's gonna be so W. All this is X. A, B, C, D, E, and then it breaks down, and or A, B, because this is a flat here. A, B, C. So this would be a triangle or a zigzag. So A, B, C flat, X, either an A, B. This I think this is wrong. Cause I think this is actually here. A, B, C, X wave. And we're putting in A, B, C, D, E triangle or A, B, C zigzag. A zigzag won't retrace lesser than the golden pocket here. Right there. So this will get held if we're going to be in the zigzag. A flat or a triangle we break below this. So A, B, C, or A, B, C, D, E, and then you break down. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more high, then we break down low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, I really want to catch this, so we'll see how this goes. The daily looks, like I said, daily looks like it wants to come down already, kind of. Oh, wait, it's on the other coin. But one more high for this, I think, and then come crashing down. Yeah, so I have it like this. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about alerts on Chevy. Gosh damn it. I'll do that before I go to bed because luckily I started this early so I could probably get out of here a little bit earlier. and then we could I could fix that, so I could finally get that right. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. All right, so sorry. What was it? XLE. That was wrong. It broke low, but then it came right back at you. This ended up being an ABC. ABC. ABC, X, W, A, B, C. I think this is a buy though. I think NZDCAT is going to be a buy if we get some. Damn, look at that. Total trend shift. Look at this too. 0, 1, 2. Closing above that, broke open. So if this breaks down, if we can hold this median line with RSI holding the median line, this should be good for a long. Because I think this is going to be like a really strong long. I do think this is some sort of five-wave structure right here. Either a five-wave impulse or a so ideally we want to hit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can get down there without invalidating Elliott wave rules. 3. We can. We can get right in that pocket and without invalidating Elliott wave rules. It's the lowest we can get right there. Okay, what I'm saying is this. Any diagonal here. Ends like any diagonal. So yeah, A, B in the combo, A, B, C flat, X, A, B, C. C, 5-wave impulsive down. But this is what I see. It's how I'm seeing it. I'll keep an eye on this one. I'll set an alert for us just so we alert if we get to enter this or not. Damn, son. That was surgical. Yeah, same thing with this. I think this is going to be a really good long too. NZD USD. I would like for us to. Do we break that low here? Ooh. Wow. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Look at that. So I'm not really sure if we're gonna make it another low, but if we do, I think it's gonna be a quick little like wick underneath for the gold time. And then after this, I think we have one more thing to cover, then I can get out of here. When was that posted? I posted that yesterday. Oh, yeah, nothing has changed then. Well, thank God I see the exact same thing I saw yesterday because literally nothing has changed. Let's go to. It's the diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Ooh, look at TGX is above that. I think this is about to fucking move. That a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Who looks like it kind of. I'll dive into this more later. USD CAD, USD GPY, DXY, CAD GPY, USD MXN. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and keep pondering through all the charts. I'm gonna go ahead and look at XLE for y'all. Stocks. I'm assuming it's this. But I don't know what time frame you want. So I'm gonna just go through it. How normally we go through it. Seems like IUD, USD looks good for a long. Well, let's look at that real quick. Well, thank God I drew this. I don't know when the fuck I drew this. Well, if you got in on this, congratulations. Cause I don't remember at all when I posted this chart at all. Zero recollection. IUD GPY. It's a bigger chart. Yeah, I definitely agree that we're definitely due for another move like this, but I just don't know when it's going to come. It's also possible this is a W, X, Y. Let's see here. I think that X is too short, though. Too long a minute. Yep, too long. That's definitely not a 5-wave impulse C wave, so. And I do think we'd still have this move somewhere over here. I just don't know where it's going to be. One, two, three, four. I think one more low for ID USD, and then we can long it. So probably into this range right here. Something like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to post these fuckers. Sorry. see here. Yeah, I'm not too sure what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum looks weak as fuck, like it wants to fall over now, so. So I was looking over a few things as well, just making sure I got everything correct. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I don't really see any much else I could allude to from this point, besides these things. Must hold on all high time frame candle closes. Shit. Okay. And for some reason, I think it just comes down like right now, but I just don't want to chase it. All right. Okay, guys. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna put on the music again. You guys gotta shoot me. No, again, Infamous Crypto for the 6th time. I did not fix them yet. I keep forgetting. I will someday fix them. It's really not that big of a deal. Honestly, it's not. But it's still functionable without it. But it's just more confusing how to set it up. That's all. And obviously, I don't want you guys being confused with your money. So it's my duty to do it to y'all, for y'all. And again, I will do it tonight. And as I get off, I will finish. I'll do it tonight when I get off, which is gonna be right now. All right. So again, I'm going to play the music on the background, and you guys can shoot me any last questions you want to shoot me, and I'll go ahead and answer them before I try to get out of here. All right. So let's go here. But yeah, I'll try to fix that today, tonight, if I'm able to. All right, Infamous. Gotta understand how important. My phone wasn't charging this entire time. What the fuck, bro? I'm absolutely heated. I thought I was charging my phone the entire time. It's been fucking unplugged the entire fucking time. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. I'm gonna raise the tunes up, answer any last minute questions, and then I'll get out of here, alright? And then tonight, hopefully by tomorrow morning, I will fix Chevy for you for CCV. Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, if you were to just listen to Chevy for the past on this 1 hour time frame. Now I got you in one bad trade, but it's alright. It happens. It happens. But I introduced Chevy, this version of Chevy back here. So if we just started listening to Chevy then, this was a wash. This was actually a loss here of like 1%. But then you have this, another quick little wash, that, this, that, wash, 1% wash, another zero. So all this was nothing. This was zero gain here, and zero loss. That, this. I know this one right here. This is why it's important to have your manual stops as well, because notice how we said stop hit here, but right here we did not get our stop hit. Sometimes that happens for some reason, so always have a manual stop like 3% away, just in case. All right, just in case. But then from this point, it went long. It closed out there for 1% gain, 2% gain. But the point is, from when I invested this thing, it has allocated, just round up, 2, 5, 17, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 2, 17. That was a loss, 17. So 17 minus 2, 15 plus 1, 16 plus 3, 19 plus 7, 28, 26, 28, 27, wash, plus a 1.5, plus 1.5, so 22, plus 6, 27, wash. This could have been a loss, so this could have lost you all of that, depending if you have a manual stop. And then right now it's up 28% from when I started this thing. Let's check out the 4 hour real quick. Almost definitely. But from when I made this thing, it called from a short to the, oh shit. It called from a short from this candle, closed it here. The same, actually, it called for a short and closed the short within the same candle. That's crazy. And then called for another short, but that was a wash. Well, a loss, a 1.2 loss. But this told you long, and depending on if you have a manual stop, you probably got stopped out here, because I know I would have. I only got stopped here at 162. Even though Chevy didn't call for a stop, and he said it gained you that, supposedly, but I would have got stopped out and I would have never entered back, so I would have never got that gain. And this was, again, that was a wash. That was another good gain though. And so far, right now it's short. Right now it's Chevy on 4 hours short. I guarantee you, you can make a very good and solid strategy only longing and only shorting when the 5 minute, the 30 minute, and like the 2 hour all agree. just look at something real quick. I just wanted to see something real quick. So right here, okay, where is it? We got a long on the 50-minute. And that wasn't long until right here on the 30-minute. I mean hourly. And also the 4-hour. But if you went along that from this 4-hour and only closed when all three of them agreed on a bear call again, which was when? Well, the 4-hour hasn't changed yet. Hasn't changed yet. Let's just say you take profit when two of them agree. And so you entered, like I said, you entered right here. I'm just trying to see it because our guest scalp trader, what's it, Castillo? Castillo has a really good parabolic SAR strategy, and it's essentially just it's using momentum, engaging it off different time frames, and using it to roll into the time frame you're trading into. And it's a very, very powerful strategy depending on what type of how you're measuring your momentum and strength in the trend. It could be a very powerful way to trade. I don't know, bro. Yes, Ash. I don't know why it does it, man. I have no idea. I wish I could tell you. I have no idea. So you entered here. You entered here, and you didn't exit until. Well, if you would have exited when when two of them agree, you would have exited right away, which would have been right here. But then you went long again here. You didn't get a bear call till here, so 6%. But again, on the 4-hour, never gave you the bear call. So did you really have to exit? Probably not. Yeah, it's pretty dumb how it does that, but what choice we have? Let's go over that. Long a 30-minute. How about on the 2-hour? Long, and then long there. Set a short there. And it said bear on the next drop off here, huh? So this would have washed you out for no gain. Anyway, I just wanted to see it. I'm gonna actually play around with it a little bit, and I'm gonna see what we can devote for this, because for like a scalping strategy. Because I mean, you can't just watch Chevy by itself on a 30 or 50 minute to try to understand a strategy, scalping strategy. But you just gotta know when to take profit, right? Like it's right here, it's told you long, right here. Quick 7% gain when I told you to flip the position. Then I washed you out, told you long again. Quick 2% gain, told you long again, wash, short, 0.5% long, so far no gain. It's not a perfect system though, because like I said, right here, look, got you in the wrong trade, long, but get stopped out. Right here got you in a good trade though. I have no idea why I didn't catch this one. No idea. Even the 5 minutes is powerful. Just gotta know what to watch independently. This can be a very good scalping by itself, in my opinion, by itself. It's just understanding when. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pack up so I can go ahead and start messing with the Chevy alerts so that I can hopefully get them fixed for my people on CCV. So with that, everyone, I uploaded all my charts to my Discord. Everybody who's not in my Discord, I'm sorry, you guys are not going to get my charts. It's just how it is. With that, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate all you guys rocking with me. Today was kind of a long session because we had a lot to go over, a lot to discuss. Not much has changed in regards to what we were expecting from Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's bullish as long as we hold 4,700 on a high time frame close. So I will not accept the 6 hour or below closing at least 4,700. That will, in my opinion, invalidate all bullishness, and or a move below that zone with some heavy volume. Those two facts will give me a reason to not believe we're in a bullish trading anymore. And for Ethereum, expect 134 to hold to 137. If that does not hold, say hello to $100 ETH again. But I really think that will hold the first time, and we won't see that $100 ETH for either ever again or another long time. So with that, tomorrow catch me on probably a little bit later, like at 10 p.m. instead of 8:30 p.m. and that is Mountain Standard Time. That's just because I have a lot of stuff to do during the weeks now. Finals are coming up, gotta study for those. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on for me, a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna try to keep it all on 100 with y'all, keep you all on the right side of the page, on the right side of the trend, on the right side of the trade. Okay? It's been a pleasure. I hope to catch all y'all tomorrow. If you have any questions for me, shoot me them. I'm not going to go to bed for the next 2 hours, so I'll be up and around. Shoot me any questions if you have any. But I am going to log off here. So with that, I will leave you to listen to a good, groovy song by the name of Sun Models by Odessa. And it's such a wonderful song. It's such a beautiful song. So I hope you all enjoy it. And make sure you have a great day, great night, or whatever you're doing. Just make it great, alright? This is your boy, Satoshi Heavy, signing the fuck out. Hope to catch you all tomorrow. Remember, around 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is also midnight Eastern Standard Time. See y'all then. Much love. Peace out.